let me introduce you to the djembe. This is one of the oldest drums in existence. It was developed in Mali during the Mali Empire during the 13th century. In fact, the way it was developed is that women in the villages would pound millet in a pestle and mortar, similar shape to this, with big sticks, grinding the grain. And then one day somebody thought, what a great idea. Let's take this shape and stretch some skin over the top. And so now these drums are made out of wood and goat skin. The goat skin gets shaved. So sometimes your drums may be a bit prickly, but that means you can get a nice brushing sound by rubbing your hands over the drum like this. To play this drum, you sit with a straight back, so you've got good posture. You then stretch your arms forward, and then you can move your hands backwards and forwards. With your legs, you squeeze with your knees so the drum doesn't fall over. And then you can clamp the bottom of the drum with your feet as well. If your legs are long enough, you can actually cross your ankles in front of the drum like this, again sitting with a nice straight back, and then you move your hands backwards and forwards. If you're working with younger children, the best thing to do, so the drum doesn't fall over and so it's nice and safe, ask them just to lie the drum on the floor and then sit directly on top of the drum like a horse, like this. And then you can lean forward and play the drum. Then, if you're working in pairs, they just simply roll the drum round to the next person, either on their left or on their right, without having to pick the drum up. That means it's nice and safe and the drum's not going to fall on anyone. Now, there are three main sounds on the drum. The bass sound. You move from your elbow and bounce your hand right in the middle of the drum like this. Let me demonstrate what that'll sound like. 4 bass tones. And then you can move your hand to the edge of the drum to play the open tone or the open sound. To play this sound, look at your hand. At the bottom of your fingers, you have a line. You're going to put that line on the edge of the drum, but make sure your hand's in an L shape so you don't catch the knuckle of your thumb on the rim of the drum, because that's really quite sore. So put your thumb back, and then again, sitting with a nice straight back, you can tap the drum. In fact, to get the perfect playing position, you can make a diamond shape with your hands, and then again put that line on the edge of the drum, and then tap the drum using the pads on your fingers between each knuckle. So I'll play 4 open tones with each hand. And then you can play one sound after the other to create a sort of tick-tock sound. So it'd be bass, open, like this. The other sound on the djembe, the main other sound, is called the slap. It's a high, sort of sharp pop sound, like this. This takes a little bit more practice to develop, so therefore we are going to work just with the bass tone and the open tone. But let me show you what it would sound like to put those 3 different sounds together to create a rhythm. I'm going to start quiet and then gradually get louder, like this. Okay, that's the djembe.